Lonesome Wind. This is Pat Walter, and I'm not a professional accordion player. Definitely not. And I've taken some lessons very early on, like back in 1951 and 52. But I've played a lot of big band and band music and orchestra music, and I've learned chords. And that's probably one of the best things you can do, is learn to build chords. Because when you're playing music like they sent you, this is a lead sheet. And on the lead sheet, you only see several things. You see a line of music, which is just the basic music. It doesn't give you any chords to play underneath, and it shows you the chord on top. And one of the things you can do, for instance, this piece of music, the Sleepy Lagoon, it goes from a C chord to a C6 to a C major 7th to a C6. Now, I know those chords, but say you're playing along and you see that, you can usually get away, and if you're really unsure, you can play a major chord like a, or just play a C bass with it. You can just do it simply, really simple. Played the bass. Now I know how to play the harmonies, but you could learn. But should you see a chord you don't quite understand, play the bass note. It says C6, play a 6. Usually you can get away unless it's diminished with playing a regular chord with it. So you have to play and sort of listen a little bit. And I build harmonies as I play, and that's why it's neat to know the chords. This is how I would play that. Let me play it just a little bit, and then I'll explain more to you. So I used the chords. I went for C chord first, C chord, and you can play the chord in any position you want. In this case, I have the E on top, so I added the others below. It makes nice harmony. Now, the 6 is automatically, it's an A, but if you put a C chord with it, you've already built this. Now, here's the major 7th, that adds a B, so add a B here. And now it goes to the 6th again, so just add the A here. So go. Oh, pretty. If you don't know the A minor, just play the A with the A bass. Now I know the minor, so I can add the harmony. That's a D9, and that's actually the 9th of the chord. If I were playing up an octave, I would add the whole chord to it. You add the D chord with the 9. There on it. But you can always just add the bass chord if you can't remember the chord. Play the one note that's there, like there's an E minor, and if you can't remember where the minor is or how the harmony is, just play the note shown with the E. It does help to learn where the bass notes are. And then it goes from an E minor to a B. And so you can go up one note. Well, that adds such nice harmony. I add the harmony below to a G7th, so that makes a progression. Isn't that pretty? E minor, B, G7. This is A minor. Again, if you can't remember the chord, just play the A and the A here. F7th. It went from an F6. And when I see the note, I sometimes build on top. You become really creative, like how can I make it sound interesting? Here's the F. Well, this is this little part. It's here somewhere. So in this case, I know my F chord. Build your F chord over the top. Just hold it. Now this is it's a D ninth, but you can just play a D chord. It's A flat. Now you got to get down to the flat. Again, though, you could just play the bass note. Back to C. Now it changes to A7. D minor. And F minor. D7. D M. But you don't have to play with the harmony. You could just play it straight. Let me pick it up here. And you just play a C, and then an A, D minor, you play it really straight and simple. Harmonies with it, but I didn't want you not to play it because the chords look hard. You know, you can always just play the bass, whether it's a C6, a C7, a C minor, a C whatever. When you the first note, you could just play always. That works no matter. And usually, unless it's a minor, you can play a major chord with it. So this is how I would normally play it. But don't stop playing it and try and learn to build some of your chords. And when you're playing a single note, you can add the chord anywhere. If you're here, you can, or if you're playing here, down low, you can add it above. You split the chords up to give it nice fullness. remember, you don't always have to play it fancy. You can play one note here, you see A minor, and you can't remember the, which button in the chord, just play the A. You can add the minor if you can find it, but it really helps to learn to build basic chords first, and that just allows you to play so much more harmony. I don't know if that helped, but I hope it got you interested to maybe sit down, and you know what? If there's a really difficult spot for you, play it slowly. Play fast, play slow, play loud. You could do, whoops, let me start here where it's, and pause so you can think about it. Think about it. Change your speed. If it's hard, slow it down. Nobody cares. Make a little pause. Hold things a little longer while you think about where you're going. I hope it helped a little bit. Have fun. Play on.